Hi guys.
Hi.
What is in hindsight, the starting point for this band?
The starting point of the band really was when I met Parker Bosley. I guess Ian, our drummer, put a little bug in his ear saying that I should write with him, and we ended up meeting at a party and met up the next day and wrote That'd Be the Day, right then and there in a shack in a backyard in East Van. That was the starting point for sure. And then everything kind of just fell into place afterwards.
Kind of fell into place, how?
It's so funny that the Vancouver music scene is so small that it's hard to even imagine how it came together. I met Eric though at a jam night in Gastown at a place called Gilton Company where I had a weekly thing, and it was sort of like a Russian roulette of musicians, different players every week, and we would just jam all night long for just freestyle. And one of those bullets in the gun was Eric.
Proverbial gun.
And we had so much fun on stage. I didn't even know his name, and he was 18. He was underage.
And drinking heavily.
He bled. He's actually his poor finger it's always that finger that bleeds, but he was bleeding all over his guitar. But we had a blast, and I had to track him down, and it was harder than one would think. He didn't have a cell phone, and he wasn't on Facebook. So I had to call all of the Campbells in the North Van yellow pages, or I guess it's the white pages.
Yellow, I think it's yellow.
Is it?
Yeah.
To get a hold of him. I got his mother on the phone finally and asked if he was around, and yeah, that was the jackpot. Yeah. And the rest is it.
Talking to my mother was the unofficial
Jackpot.
start of the band.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess so.
But why did you really want to work with him?
I played with a lot of musicians during that time at Gilton Co, and I just couldn't believe how great he was. I mean, we were pulling each other's hair on stage by the end of this set. We had never met before, and we had this awesome connection, and I just thought that he was unreal. I just thought that this guy's got it. Whatever it is that you have, in order to be a musician, he had it for sure.
And what did you think?
Yeah, I've never actually heard this. What did you think, anyways?
During the show.
And afterwards, when she was trying to contact you?
Yeah, well, I was stoked that she found me, and yeah, it's unreal. It's get to play alongside a world class singer. So any guitarist would dream about doing that.
And do you still remember the gig that you had?
It's hazy, but I remember going back to back for a while.
Yeah.
I remember
which we
the
still
blood.
do quite often.
Yeah, I remember the blood, and I remember.
Oh, Parker, this is
her
good.
Pipes.
You got to remember this. Okay,
was the
this
second
is
time.
Was that the second time? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
because you told Parker that he had to come down and see me play.
Yeah, so I dragged Parker down. Oh. And there's a joke. There's a joke, and how it goes is, there are two cows on a mountain. One cow says, or there are two bulls. Oh God, I'm so bad. There are two bulls on a mountain. There's a field full of cows. Am I allowed to swear? One of the bulls says to the other one, "Let's run down this mountain and fuck one of those cows." And then the other bull says, "Let's walk down and fuck all of them." And that was, I don't know, it's something to be said about.
It's kind of
it's a metaphor for, I don't know, how you can approach things, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, but Parker did absolutely, I don't know what he said.
He mangled the lesson. He was trying to impeach on me. And all I got from it was that he was a fucking dick.
He did not like Parker after that meeting, but we're all friends now, so it's okay.
Okay.
We roomed together now.
And when did you actually start writing together? Because you wrote together with Parker already?
Took a bit longer.
Yeah, we didn't write, I think our first real song was Hollow.
Yeah.
And it was quite a few months in.
It was months in, yeah. Because we had songs to play.
Yeah.
We had shows, we had...
And he helped flesh out, me and Parker wrote them, but...
Arrangement-wise, it changed. I guess we
Yeah.
started writing as soon as we jammed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we didn't write our first song until like the winter. I remember it being so cold on our back porch that I could hardly write the words down while we were writing. But we got together the summer of 2011 and didn't end up writing our first song probably till the following November.
Yeah.
So it was a couple months.
Bit strange then.
I guess so.
We just had stuff to do, and then
Yeah, we recorded during like in our first 3 months. We got in the studio.
it's harder to write with somebody than it is to play with somebody.
Why?
You got to know them on a more personal. You got to be able to trust that they're not gonna laugh in your face when you come up with a shitty line or something, you know. And
I still have a hard
so
time doing it.
Like the first time we played together, I find that easy, playing with somebody just right off the bat. And,
Why?
because music's my language, and it's easier to communicate musically than it is in an actual language for me. But I think it takes a few months before you can actually write with somebody.
I'm still really self-conscious. It's still hard for me. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
It's an embarrassing process, yeah.
It's like telling your secrets, you know? To say, sometimes you think, oh, that's such a cheesy line, but it could be the most perfect line ever, you know? But, yeah, we still don't have a formula. We all write together.
But you said it's like telling a secret. What is your biggest secret that you shared on this album?
That's a good question.
It's funny. The songs keep on telling, like, you don't know how many secrets a song is going to tell you. I mean, it changes every time we play it. I mean, we did an acoustic version of our song Devil on My Back, which is on the album, and the more you live, the more true your songs become. You didn't even know that it was a self-fulfilling prophecy, and then all of a sudden, the song that you just sort of wrote in your mind's eye is your reality, and you didn't even see it coming.
Can you explain a bit more this song?
Devil on My Back. At the time that I wrote it, I didn't have a boyfriend, but it's basically about a girl who has some bad tendencies. Oh no, see, I'm telling my secrets right now. This is terrible. But it's basically, you know, the pain of not being able to change your ways for someone that deserves it. Someone that deserves a good woman, and not being able to explain the darkness inside of you to that person, and having them suffer alongside your mistakes.
Do you always know what she's singing about? I mean, the lyrics?
Yes. Yes.
Why are you smiling?
Maybe not literally, but
I feel like a woman a lot of the time, so I can relate.
Okay, that way. Yeah.
No, I try to pay attention to the lyrics and play accurately to that.
he does a good job.
Meaning?
For
example, this song, Devil on My Back?
Devil on My Back, yeah, I guess I gotta play kind of with intensity and darkness, but still kind of sexy and something like that. But like, I don't know. I just try to follow lyrics when I play.
And the song Love is a Madness, what is the story behind that?
Parker came. It was one of the first songs Parker and I wrote, and he came with the chorus to I was living in a house with a bunch of crazy girls. We had the dirtiest kitchen in the entire world.
The hen house?
The hen house. The hen house. Shout out to the hen house. And we sat on the floor, and he came with a really big, cheap bottle of wine and this chorus. Love is a madness, I can't get away. And I just... Parker? Yeah, that was Parker. And then I wrote the verses, and it happened in the course of, you know, an evening. And by the end, all the girls had come home, and we were sitting in the kitchen playing the song for them. You know, he came over when the sun was still out, and by the time it had gone,
the hens came home.
Yeah, and the sun had gone down, we had this song, and it just seems. I don't want to sound like an idiot or anything, but it just seems like it was a song that just sort of wrote itself. You know, the lyrics and talking about the dark horse and placing your bet and losing in love. You know, it's a really old story. You know, that you can tell it a million different ways, and that's how we wrote the song.
But it was drawn from your own experience too.
Yeah, Yeah, and again, that is another one that, you know, the deeper you go in life and deeper down the rabbit hole in love, that song becomes truer and truer for me, more so than I ever expected.
Well, this album is called Boohoo.
Yes.
Well, why did you name the album after the song Boohoo?
I don't know. Well, because, I don't know, it seems that song is a little bit standout and might even be misleading to the rest of the album. But it was a really
What do you mean
strong,
misleading?
well, I mean, it's got kind of a sound that a lot of the songs don't have. But I wrote it really, really fast. That was, again, in the Hen House Kitchen sessions that me and Parker wrote it. And it just felt like a song with a lot of identity that kind of grabbed you by the lapels and shook you, you know what I mean? And also, I love the bridge in it. And it's a real sort of throwback and nod to, you know, like Etta James and just the rock and roll and the musicians that I have always been inspired by. You know, it's just a really sounded like a classic song.
You said, well, that song was not really like the other songs. If you have to describe the sound of those songs and this song, the Boohoo song.
Well, yeah, Boohoo is very much a nod to, you know, the classic sort of rock blues like jukebox tunes, and then the rest of the album is, I mean, there's just a lot of different shades on it. I mean, we really some.
Yeah, Boohoo's kind of definitely like a standard nod to a lot of the music we listen to, whereas a lot of the other songs do give that nod, but it's more, we're almost breaking the structure down, whereas that one we're just kind of paying respect.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting
And
it.
you mean structure down, meaning looking for your own?
We're just
Listen, we love blues music, and old rock and roll, but
there's so much more to be done with it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's
not the '50s anymore, and
yeah,
we
I think
can
it's more beautiful when you almost disrespect it, you know.
mess it up a bit.
Can you say that well, the other songs, the sound is more your sound, or are you still developing?
Well, yeah, I mean, always.
Developing, but yeah.
But I think the rest of the album is more of an indication of sort of what's to come, for sure, and the direction that we're going in.
And what is to come for you? I mean, what
World
do you
domination.
Want? No.
What is to come?
Yeah, well, what do you want? Do you want to write the perfect song? Do you want to play for millions of people, or?
I just want to keep writing music with my best friends and hopefully not have to keep a day job. That's what I hope for.
Okay.
The perfect song sounds really nice.
Always reaching for the perfect song. I feel like.
But maybe if you got it, then what do you do next?
Yeah, right.
But it would be nice to get nice and close with it.
Okay. And if there is one song that's the nearest to a perfect song, closest to a perfect song on this album?
Oh God, no.
Guess it?
That would be incredibly pompous.
No.
They all are and aren't. I mean, they are what they are.
Yeah.
I kind of can't imagine these songs being any different or the album being any different. You know, they all have their place on it, I would say. But no, the perfect song is a long way off. Yeah. And I don't really, I don't know if I'd like it if I heard the perfect song. It might not be a song I like, and wouldn't that be terrifying?
The song Rise Up, it was written by our friend Ben Rogers, is pretty damn close, though.
It is true, like a gospel song. It's
yeah,
like sort
and
of
everything
written in the stars already. He just had to find it. You know, I think that often happens
a good one.
with music. Is that if it's almost already been written. You just have to find it. You know, it's like you're grabbing things out of the air.
Just like Love Is a Madness.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
If it was all that easy, it was only that easy all the time.
Okay.
A lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work, yes. Well, let's see what you can do. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.